and makeup for $30-ish. What? I got them on Temu, baby, for $14.
Why is Temu so cheap? The dark truth behind the popular online marketplace. In 2024, it looks like America might be heading into a recession. People are noticing that their money doesn't go as far, and they have to be more careful with their spending. Many Americans are feeling poorer, and that's when a lesser-known Chinese app called Temu saw its chance. Temu said, "Hey, you don't have to feel poor. Just shop on our app. Our prices are so low, you'll feel like a billionaire with how much you can buy." People loved it. They felt rich shopping on Temu because the prices were unbelievable. There were ads everywhere, making shopping on Temu seem fun and exciting. Temu's advertising hit at just the right time, appealing to the pain many Americans were feeling in their wallets, and it worked. Temu became hugely popular almost overnight. If you were online, you saw Temu ads everywhere. They had deals where you could get free stuff with a code. People were making videos showing off all the things they bought on Temu, like $21 knockoff Apple Watches and $38 vintage violins. The prices were so low that it seemed too good to be true, and yes, average Americans did get to enjoy shopping without worrying about money. But how did Temu manage to offer such low prices with free shipping? One word: slaves. This is serious stuff. Tensions are rising between two Chinese e-commerce giants known for selling super cheap goods, Shein and Temu, raising questions about forced labor and avoiding U.S. import taxes. They've taken over the App Store, topping the charts. Beth Brotherton Bunch from the Alliance for American Manufacturing says, if the prices seem too good to be true, they probably are. Both apps are owned by Chinese firms and rely heavily on forced labor. Most of the apparel comes from the Xinjiang region, where the U.S. State Department says there's a genocide happening. Members of the Muslim minority, the Uyghurs, are forced into labor camps, producing goods that end up on these apps. Just like Shein, Temu does a lot of business in Xinjiang, and we know what happens there. Hundreds of thousands of people from ethnic minorities, including the Uyghurs, are being forced to pick cotton in this region. This cotton makes up a fifth of the world's supply and is crucial for keeping prices low. Yes, Americans quickly condemn the slavery that happened in their own country over 150 years ago. But many turn a blind eye to modern slavery if it means getting cheap products from Shein and Temu. The U.S. Department of Labor estimates over 1 million slaves are currently working in these camps. People are shackled, tortured, and forced into labor to produce goods like cotton for these companies. Chinese documents show that over 500,000 Uyghurs have been forced into picking cotton in Xinjiang. Many come from re-education centers that imprison over 1 million people. Videos show groups of Uyghurs being bused to factories far from home, while a Chinese version of an old Italian freedom anthem plays in the background. Conditions in these camps are horrible. People are beaten, tortured, and humiliated. They are forced to write praises to the Chinese Communist Party and endure injections and other inhumane treatments. Children are ripped from their families and sent to harsh boarding schools, where they are brainwashed and abused. Due to these conditions, many brands refuse to get their materials from Xinjiang. The U.S. even passed the Uyghur Forced Labor Prevention Act in 2021, banning imports from this region. But Temu, based in China, found a way around this. By keeping product values under $800, they avoid thorough inspections and taxes, letting them slip under the radar. But forced labor is just one of Temu's secrets. They also spend billions on advertising, ensuring everyone sees their name. They even advertised during the Super Bowl, spending $21 million on 3 commercials. This move doubled their user base overnight. Temu's strategy involves offering insane deals and making shopping fun, almost like a game. Users spin to win discounts, and lightning sales create a sense of urgency. This approach hooked millions, including older generations less savvy about online scams. Temu collects all kinds of personal data. When you download their app, they gain access to your phone's photos, texts, emails, and more. This data collection is a gold mine, as personal information is highly valuable. Despite making huge revenue, Temu is losing money on each order, but they don't care. Their goal is to get as many users and as much data as possible. Lawsuits are starting to pile up against Temu for privacy violations. They are accused of bypassing phone security systems to read private messages and make changes to phone settings. If Americans don't act fast to uninstall the app, Temu could surpass even Amazon. Temu was created by a massive Chinese e-commerce company called Pinduoduo. They had huge success in China and wanted to break into international markets. They spent billions on advertising to make sure everyone knew their name. Despite initial skepticism, Temu's aggressive strategy worked. They targeted the Super Bowl to reach older, wealthier demographics, spending millions on ads and offering massive discounts. This helped them quickly build a large user base. However, Temu's long-term success hinges on their ability to keep users engaged and spending money. As Temu continues to grow, concerns about their practices and financial sustainability persist. Their business model relies on cheap labor and invasive data collection, raising ethical and privacy issues. Despite these concerns, many consumers are drawn to the app's low prices and engaging shopping experience. In conclusion, Temu has exploded in popularity by offering unbelievably low prices and making shopping fun. However, their practices raise serious ethical and privacy concerns. The use of forced labor and invasive data collection tactics highlight the darker side of this seemingly innocent shopping app. As consumers, it's important to be aware of where our products come from and the true cost of those bargains. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this.